back after a long time. I've been doing a lot of thinking over this summer. A lot's gone on that I don't feel comfortable sharing. And all my trains of thought have led me to one decision, that I need to pack this up and move on. So what does that mean? It basically means that this is the last ever recording you will see. I'm going to pack this camera down and never use it again. It's hard to say out loud, but what am I going to do instead? You think, oh, you're giving up on film? What's going on? Well, let me tell you, when I pack this camera down, I'm going to take it somewhere and trade it in to buy a new camera. So here is the new camera. This is the Lumix GH5. That was the one I finally decided to go for, and I've had a blast trying to play around with what this thing can do. I'm still learning it. It's still got quite a few things that throw me off quite a bit when it comes to settings and how to change things and all that. But I'm learning and I'm going, and it's all fun. So right now it's kitted out with a Micro Four Thirds to EF adapter, and then a 12 to 24mm lens from Viltrox, I believe, something like that. And I got it really cheap because it doesn't work above f4. Well, that's what they said on the listing, but I've managed to get it to work above f4. So, you know, whatever, 50 quid for a wide lens is pretty good. And I've been really enjoying this camera. Now you'll notice there's one key difference about the spacing I've got. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me oh, that's better. Okay. Let me just bring it in a little bit. Let me just bring it in like that. There we go. So with the spacing, obviously, I'm not in 16:9. I'm in 4:3. What's going on with that? Well, this is a Micro Four Thirds camera, and therefore the sensor does a lot better when it's formatted in 4:3. When it's 16:9, it sort of crops from about here, so everything above and below my arms is just gone, and I don't like that. I want to get as much as I can. I paid for the full frame. I'm getting the full frame, you know, like it's not full frame, but you know what I mean. So with that, what else have I been up to? I don't want to get into the past, to be honest. I've not been doing anything to be proud of other than helping Ray work on his film, which has been quite fun, I will say. But other than that, there's nothing I can really celebrate or say, oh, I've achieved this, other than, I guess, reading a book. I don't read many books, but I read one in like 3 days and it was pretty good. And that's about it. But over the last sort of week with having this camera, I've had it for 2 weeks now, which is 4 weeks before I filmed. It's been 4 weeks since I filmed the bit you just saw before this. And then I got my camera, 2 weeks after that, and it's been 2 weeks now. And in those 2 weeks, that first week was sort of just like, I got a new camera, I took it out to 1 or 2 places, tried it out. But only in the last sort of 3 or 4 days have I been really playing with it and adjusting to what's new. And I've just realised I've been looking at me the whole time and I need to be looking at the lens. But yeah, it's only this last week that I've really actually been playing with the camera and like pushing it to its limits, like the stop motion I did at the start. I didn't know that this camera could do stop motion until I figured it out, and then I thought I'd do stop motion, which is pretty cool. I enjoyed it. And then like playing around with the aspect ratios. I'm going to show you some footage of me playing around with the camera in a bit, and you can see, like, locked off on a tripod, I've coloured them differently, but like the 4:3 compared to the 16:9, what you're missing and what you're keeping, and it's really, really interesting. So what's going to happen with me coming back in terms of that? Well, I don't know, to be honest. I think what I might do is I've been working on a project, but I've had something stop it, a 3D printing project, but the 3D printer's gone on the fritz. So I want to bring this 3D printing project video out to you, but it's just not working at the minute. If I can get it working, then that will be a video you get of my summer that isn't a vlog. And if I can't get it working, then unfortunately this is probably all you're going to get. But it's alright, because I'm starting soon in September and I'll get back into the swing of things and come back to you. It's really, really refreshing being able to colour grade and shoot log. It's such a game changer, as you'll see in, like, well, how this vlog looks compared to the old camera, and my sort of playing around with the camera footage that you'll get later on. I'm really having fun playing around with colour grading and picking different themes and all that. I've already made 3 LUTs for this camera, and I'm just going to keep making more because, oh my god, I'm in love with colour grading at the minute, just for this camera. And you can definitely expect it more in future projects, because my god, things just look way better, and it's so refreshing to see that. So other than that, I'll probably send you back to old me, because I've got something finally from the old camera, and then I'll show you the test footage. And as for when I'll return, I really don't know. Why? Because I'm needing this break, but I am slowly coming back into wanting to make things again and play around with my camera. And yes, I did only just say why then, so I could throw in that other stop motion thing I made. I made it but didn't know when I was going to use it, and that was it. But yeah, I want to ease myself back into it after this massive break. Why I was on a break, it's a bit of everything really, but I'm ready to come back in full force and prep for third year, because third year, that is going to be rough. And I hope my film gets picked, so I really need to work on an idea. So if I don't end up fixing my 3D printer, then the next time you'll probably see me is in September. And if not, then something else cool has come up and I've decided to talk to you about it. So thank you for watching, and I'll take you over to me in the past. Goodbye. So here I am back on the old camera. The time between that new camera footage and now is probably quite big, because I've got to sort it out and kit it out, and I would have gone through what I've set it up with in the video. So closing out thoughts, it's really weird getting rid of this camera, looking into the M50 Mark II for the last time, knowing that I'm not going to be recording on it again. It's kind of, this has helped me make my first film, and all the films since, pretty much. It's been there for every film, and now it's packing up, but we're moving on. Well, we have now moved on for you guys. For me, I've not even picked the camera yet, so I don't know what camera I'm getting, but for you guys, you know. And I'm just moving on to better things, I guess. I'm ready to move on. I know that this camera will be able to shoot log, and that's what I'm most excited for, to give you some better colour. Hello. Okay, so I thought I'd add to this video, because the test footage, there isn't much of it, and for what of it there is, it's all crap, because it is test footage. It's me not knowing how to use a camera, which you don't want to see because I know how to use a camera. And, you know, who wants to see a load of just zooming in and out and me sat in front of it going, oh, I hope this looks good. Yeah, it's just not worth it. So instead, I thought I'd add a little segment here on something I want to do. Sorry, I was just reading a text from my mum. So I thought I'd film a little segment on something else I wanted to do, a bit of cooking. And today I will be making biscuits from the 1700s used by buccaneers and privateers on their boats. They're meant to be really stale and dry so that they can last ages at sea, and they're really easy to make apparently. It just takes time. So I kind of want to make these biscuits and see how they go. I bet they'll taste crap, but I'm kind of interested to make them and cook them. So that's what this little segment's about. We're going to be pirates for a bit and make this food. So let me cut over to the mixing bowl shot. I've not got a mixing bowl out yet, but I will in the next shot. And I'll walk you through how I'm doing this recipe. So this recipe comes from the Tasting History YouTube channel. I suggest go and watching his video. I'll put it in the link in the description because he gives some interesting facts about these types of biscuits, and there's grog in that video as well, which is what they used to drink, and he talks about how they ration the rum on pirate ships to last longer and all that sort of stuff. It's really interesting. So go watch that video and let's crack on. Starting off with some plain flour, if it wants to focus. So that looks about, how many grams would I say that is? In fact, I will measure, I'll be smart. Got my, this is my mum's mug, if it focuses. There you go, yeah. It's got different willies on it, it's quite funny. So I've got about 500 grams of flour here, and all I need to add to this recipe is some water. And I've got it in my Kraken glass because pirates and yeah, whatever. Now I don't quite know how much water you need to add, so I'm probably just going to eyeball it again. And I know that it's meant to be just enough to bond it so that it all sticks together. And that's about it. That's about all you want, which is normally how I do my pizza dough, and that's not the right way to do it. Pizza dough is meant to be nice and moist, but I don't do that because I'm an idiot. Well, the recipe said dry. That is about as dry as it gets. Right there, that is a dry lump of dough. So now, apparently, what I need to do is knead it for 15 minutes. I've also preheated the oven to 150, and they're going to be in there for 3.5 hours. Then I'm going to take them out, turn the temperature down to 95, and then when the biscuits are cool, I'll put them back in for another 3.5 hours. So 7 hours total. Right, time to put on some tunes. The finals, all season OSTs. It's not going to focus again. Okay, I'm starting to realise that the GH5 is not the best when it comes to focus. There you go.
calls eternally. No more games, no masquerade. Vaya's lies will be unveiled.
So, here we've got the dough. Nice and thick. It's ridiculous. I've never had dough that's this, just like not rubbery. It's mental. Anyway, now I've just got to trim this into circles, put them on a baking tray. So I will show you what that looks like in a minute. Here they are. They're not very round, but they'll do the trick. Now, what they used to do is stamp a logo into the top of the biscuits of the company that made them, but obviously, like the guy in the YouTube video who made them, I don't own a biscuit company, so I don't really have a stamp. So I'm probably just gonna, I don't know, I'll figure something out and you'll see them when I'm cooked. But I'm gonna put them in the oven for 2.5 hours, did I say? No, 3.5 hours. And then I'll take them out and we will see what they look like. Okay, so I'm back. I cooked them for 3 hours at 150. Took them out, let them completely cool down, and then did 2 hours at 95. And here's a picture of them all on screen. I have one here, and I'm kind of scared about it breaking my teeth because it's very, very solid. But I'm not going to be eating it alone. I have some grog. Now, grog is watered down rum. 3 parts water, 1 part rum, and we'll see how it goes. I can already smell it, and believe me, I am not in the mood to drink rum right now. It's the middle of the day, we're in a heat wave, it's like 37 degrees, it's really hot, so I don't want to drink rum, but we'll see how this goes, all in the name of food experimentation. So let's try this biscuit. That's not so bad actually. I wouldn't complain about that too much. I wouldn't eat it every day, but I think with some sort of topping on it, I don't know what, it just tastes like solid toast, I guess. Am I still really out of focus? Let me... Yeah, it just tastes like solid toast. But it's really crunchy. I mean, I don't know whether you'll be able to see. I don't think my camera can focus at this point. Hello? No, whatever. It's alright. I wouldn't eat it on a day-to-day, but it's a healthy snack, I guess. Oh, that bit was chewy. Alright. Now, let's try grog. See, I love rum, but not on a day like today. And I quite like it fully rum and flavoured. This is just black rum. That is genuinely horrible. See, it tastes so bad. I hate how out of focus I am. I'm gonna pull that. There we go. I don't like this. It's weird how it doesn't burn, but you can still taste the rum. I don't know. So I have now dined like an 18th century naval officer, and I must say I prefer a nice sausage sandwich. But there you go, that's it. Instead of the test footage, you get biscuits and grog. I hope you enjoy this week. I can finally upload this vlog, and I'll see you all in the next one, whenever that may be.